Okay, let's take a look. News. News. Patch 2.0.0 notes. Okay. Patch notes. Card updates. We will be aiming to make balanced changes based on our metagame analysis and community feedback on a monthly basis. However, as will all live development, this may not be true for every single month. We may occasionally make off-cadence changes, such as this change to Pack Your Bags coming in 2.0.0, which was originally planned for release in 2.1.0 in February. Okay. Oh, it's literally just this one. Okay. Cost from 1 to 5. When players are able to transform Go Hard, the Pack Your Bags form frequently creates a situation which is unmanageable to play against given its board impact compared to cost. There should be a powerful payoff when players are able to successfully transform Go Hards, but it should give the opposing player more meaningfully counterplay options leading up to Pack Your Bags. Fine, dude, fine. I've seen this one speculated before. People have been talking about it. I didn't think this is the one they would go with, honestly, but I ain't mad. You know, I ain't upset. I have no complaints here. I have no complaints whatsoever. Essentially, you guys probably all know this, and I probably don't need to explain this to anybody. But what this means is that when you're playing against a Go Hard deck, and you're playing, you know, they've played 3 Go Hards, and they're transformed, you know, they have their Pack Your Bags. You, as the person playing against Go Hard, are sitting there going, shit, I can never play a unit until they play that Pack Your Bags. I literally cannot play units for the rest of the game until they play Pack Your Bags, because they'll die. If I play units, they'll die. And my opponent, you know, your opponent then has all this time to develop. They have all this time to develop their super wide board, and then play Pack Your Bags, and then attack with that super wide board. And what are you going to do about it? You can't do anything about it, you know? You can't punish them. They can drop down to all the way to 0 mana, or all the way down to 1 mana. They can't go to 0, right? But now they can't tap under 5. If they tap under 5, you can now punish them, is essentially what's going on. If they ever tap under 5 mana, you suddenly have a moment where you can play units, and you can have an opportunity, you know, to attack and use your units, and it's meaningful, right? It's a, you know, it gives you counterplay. It's exactly what they said. It gives you counterplay. Great, fair enough, good change. Like, it's pretty, I don't know. It's not like the, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not like the most big brain change. It's not like the most interesting or out of the box kind of change, but honestly, who cares? This is fine. This is honestly fine. Don't mind that at all. New lab, co-op versus AI. A united front. Team up and select your champion to take on the invading forces. Do you think it's still viable? Do I think Go Hard is still viable? Viable? Easily, yes. Yes. This card, yes. It's just not busted. I mean, it probably is still like a tier 1 deck. Like, probably tier 1, maybe tier 2. I think it's still probably tier 1. Like, this card was so powerful. I think it's probably fine. I don't know. We'll have to test it out. We'll have to get into games and, like, see if it's completely fallen. See if it completely has fallen off the face of ranked, but honestly, I don't see this removing, you know, Go Hard decks from ladder. I think they're still going to be around. Like a 5 mana, because think about it, a 5 mana deal 5 to your enemy's Nexus and completely wipe their board of units. That's still a fantastic card. I would put that card in every single deck in the game. You know, that's still like the best card in the game. So it's even though it doesn't cost 1 mana anymore, it's still worth building the archetype around, you know. So yeah, I think it's still viable, certainly. Tier 1 probably, but not definitely. That's what I'd say. That's what I'd say right there.